Welcome to SJCE content. I am Dr. D. Shobha, Assistant Professor in Department of Physics, St. Joseph College of Arts and Science, Cuddalore. In this video, I am going to discuss about the spherical aberration. The spherical aberration is the failure of the lens. The failure lens to form a point image from point source, point object on the axis of the lens. So failure of the lens to form a point image from a point object on the axis of the lens is called a spherical aberration. This spherical aberration is caused due to the large aperture of lens. So if the lens having the large aperture, we will have so many rays. Here we are using a converging lens. So O is the point object. O is the point object. From this point object, we are getting two images. One image is due to from the marginal rays. These two are the marginal rays. So these two marginal rays focused in this point will give the image of this object, and we are getting one more image due to the paraxial rays. These two are the paraxial rays which will focus on the point IP. So we are getting one more image. So we are having a single image, but we are getting a two image due to the marginal ray and the paraxial ray. The distance between these two rays, this distance is called longitudinal spherical aberration. So this defect is called defect of this lens is called a spherical aberration, because it will form a two image for a single point object. The distance between these two images give the longitudinal spherical aberrations. Here FM and FP is the foci of this marginal and the paraxial ray. This is the focal length for marginal ray and paraxial ray. The difference between FM and FP will also give the longitudinal spherical aberration. How to reduce the spherical aberration? We have some method to reduce the spherical aberration of the lens. Methods to reduce spherical aberration. The first method is using stops. A stop is nothing but a circular disc. These circular discs are used before the lens to cut the marginal ray or a paraxial ray. Either rays we can cut to reduce the spherical aberration. Here we are using stops to cut the marginal ray. This is the stop, and allows the paraxial rays to form the image. So we are getting the image due to the paraxial ray. These marginal rays are cut using a stop. Stop is nothing but a circular disc to reduce the aperture of the lens and cut the marginal ray. So we will get the image for paraxial ray. On other words, we can cut the we can use a staff for the paraxial rays and allow the marginal ray to get a image. So in this case, we will get a marginal image for a given object. We are use staff for cutting the paraxial image. In this way, using a staffs, we can reduce the spherical aberration of the lens. The next method is using two lenses that are separated, lenses separated by a distance. In this case, we are using a two lens. Two converging lenses are placed on the axis. The distance between the two lenses is A. This distance between the two lenses, so as to choose an A equal to the difference between the focal length of the two lenses. F1 is the focal length of the first lens and F2 is the focal length of the second lens. The difference in these two focal length will give a factor A. So this A, we have to place it. The distance is equal to the difference in focal length of these two lenses. If you place in this manner, we can reduce the spherical aberration of the lenses. The combination of these lenses will reduce the spherical aberration. And third one, by using aplanatic lens. This aplanatic lens is nothing but a spherical lens. It is used to reduce the spherical aberration as well as the other defects formed by the lenses. And fourth case, by using crossed lens. The crossed lens is nothing but the radius of curvature of the two lens. Radius of curvature of the lens, that is radius of curvature of this surface is taken as R1 and radius of curvature is taken as R2. The shape factor represented as beta, which is equal to ratio of R1 by R2, which will be equal to minus 1 by 6. If this ratio is satisfied, that lens is called a crossed lens. This lens is used to reduce the spherical aberration. This spherical aberration also depend upon the refractive index and refractive index of the material of the prism, because the focal length f of the focal length of the lens equal to n minus 1 into 1 by R1 minus 1 by R2. This is the focal length formula. The refractive index, the focal length of the lens depend upon the refractive index and also the shaping factor beta. So as to choose these two values, we can reduce the spherical aberration. Then fifth case, by using combination of convex and concave lens, we can reduce the spherical aberration. Then the spherical aberration for convergent lens. Lens is taken as positive. the aberration value, the value of Fm minus Fe is positive for convergent lens, whereas negative for diverging lens. This is about the spherical aberration. Thank you.